Prepare to be captivated by a mesmerizing revelation as an otherworldly creature, previously unseen by human eyes, emerged from the depths of the wilderness. Deep within the lush rainforests of Sumatra, a sense of mystery hung heavy in the air. It was a place where ancient trees towered above, their branches interwoven, creating a dense canopy that shielded the secrets hidden below. Among the myriad of creatures that called this jungle home, one creature remained elusive, a legend whispered in hushed tones. Now, we found out something similar to this creature in an insane video that popped up in 2017, all the way from the middle of nowhere in Indonesia's Aceh province. What you're about to see next is one of the rarest sightings ever.
A leading cryptozoology researcher.
This might look like it is straight out of a sci-fi flick, but this little creature, who looks very close to a tiny human being, is as real as it can get. Sprinting like crazy while clutching a spear, desperately fleeing from a gang of trail bike riders, this creature seemed to be running for its life. It's the kind of stuff that grabbed the world's attention, racking up a jaw-dropping 7 million views in just 1 week. And guess what? It's currently sitting at a staggering 17 million views. Now, the genius behind this mind-boggling video is Fredo Pastrana, who runs the wildly popular Fredography channel on YouTube. Fredo and his crew are all about adrenaline-fueled adventures, tearing up the islands of Indonesia on their dirt bikes. Little did they know they were in for a mind-blowing encounter that would leave them scratching their heads. We further saw this strange little figure darting into the wilderness at the sight of those bikers when this happened. But what is it? The locals identified it as the infamous orang pendek, a legendary creature straight out of Indonesian folklore. This mysterious being is supposed to hang out in Sumatra's deep mountainous forests, captivating the imaginations of tribal folks, villagers, Dutch colonists, and even fancy Western scientists for over a century. People who claim to have seen it describe the orang pendek as a short and furry primate, walking on 2 legs and standing anywhere between 30 and 60 inches tall. Now that's something you don't see every day. Believe it or not, these creatures only chill in the remote forests of Sumatra, and tales of their escapades have been going around for over a century. So in this video that has us all glued to the screen, these bikers became real-life adventurers and decided to look for it further instead of just ignoring it and going the other way around. Maybe it's because it's daytime and things aren't as spooky, but they venture into the unknown, guns blazing. Not literally, of course. But guess what? The heroic search turns up nada, zilch, zero. All they're left with are a gazillion questions and a bucket load of frustration. Now let's hear it from a few viewers. Some folks think this whole thing is a total sham, like a crafty video edit, or some kid running around with no clothes and a makeshift weapon. Nothing to see here. Somebody's little brother dressed up and far enough away to be unable to be viewed. The comment section under the video is like a battleground, with people passionately defending their beliefs and tossing theories left and right. So, my friends, it's your turn to speak up. Join the crazy conversation in the comments and let the world know what you think about this mind-boggling encounter. Are you a skeptic or a true believer? The choice is yours. Next, we'll talk about a mysterious creature filmed in Russia that still seems unknown to the world. In the realm of the unexplained and enigmatic, a video captured in 2015 has emerged as one of the most mysterious and disturbing recordings ever witnessed. Shrouded in mystery, this footage, allegedly taken in an undisclosed location in Russia, was seemingly caught on a surveillance camera, adding a creepy feeling to the chilling events that unfolded near a sprawling body of water. The details surrounding the video are scarce, leaving only fragments of a bewildering and terrifying encounter. As the video begins, 2 figures dressed in military uniform stand guard, their presence evoking a sense of approaching danger. What you're about to see is quite gripping,
look as though they're dressed in military uniforms and are standing guard at some sort of base or installation located close to a large body of water.
Can you all feel the chills of their location with a remote base? Then suddenly, without warning, something emerges from the darkness.
Shortly into the video, some sort of creature lunges at the man on the right of screen and attempts to pull him into the water.
The creature lunged at one of the soldiers, and its intentions were clear. It was to drag him into the depths of the water, into an abyss from which there may be no return. As you saw how the second man, overcome with terror and desperation, rushed to assist his comrade. However, his efforts proved futile, and in a panic, he retreated into the safety of the base, either to seek aid or perhaps surrender to his fear.
To help and runs into the base. The soldier is dragged off screen by the beast.
And just like that, as the seconds tick by, the soldier's cries for help are drowned out by the silence of the night. We totally understand his friend's inability to help him in such a scary situation. Well, of course, they are trained to fight against humans, but not such deadly creatures. Few of the viewers doubted whether these were soldiers because they had weapons on them. When the second soldier ran into the base, I thought he'd bring his gun, but he came out with a phone instead. Maybe the creature was so deadly and dangerous that he decided to call for help instead of a gun. I guess we'll never know. While the friend desperately tried to seek help by calling someone on their phone, he continued to search for his lost companion. That's when he saw something approaching.
He appears to be making a phone call as he frantically searches for his lost comrade. He suddenly spots something coming towards him.
Well, without a moment's hesitation, he dashed towards the sanctuary of the base. In an instant, a colossal presence hurtles from the river towards the door of the base, shrouded in darkness and obscured by the frantic motion of the scene. In the fleeting frames, it is nearly impossible to discern the nature of this entity.
A second later, something very large flies through the door.
Was it the creature that dragged the soldier into the water, now seeking its next victim? Or perhaps, against all reason, it was the soldier transformed into a horrific embodiment of what lies beneath the surface. But as the suspense lingers, a tall figure emerges from the base's entrance. Cloaked in a long, dark robe, this enigmatic being calmly pulls a hood over their head, obscuring their identity.
Two pass and a tall figure emerges from the door.
Who on earth, being a human, can walk away so calmly as if nothing happened? And then, with those deliberate steps, they depart from the scene, leaving a wake of unanswered questions and a lingering sense of hostility among us. The eerie events in this video defy explanation, leaving observers grasping at fragments of a terrifying puzzle. Could this encounter be linked to a mysterious shapeshifter, a creature able to transform between human and beast at will? One viewer mentioned that it's probably a crocodile. They are mighty animals and can deliver your limbs with little effort. The crocodile probably dragged him in then, when he had him in his mouth, trashed his head around to rip off a chunk of flesh, flinging the first guy into the open door. First clip was probably a crocodile, and I think what was flying into the base was the first man after he had been tossed around by the croc. They are extremely powerful animals and can sever your limbs with little effort. The croc probably dragged him in, then when he had him in his mouth, thrashed his head around to rip off a chunk of flesh, flinging the first guy into the open door. You can actually see where he lands and kinda bounces into the doorway. A few others joked about it as an angry druid who will attack the outpost because they have been dumping waste in the water. Lol. As evident from the video, he attacks in the animal form first, and then, when there are no more survivors, he shifts back into human form to depart. The first video is of an angry druid. He obviously attacked that outpost because they had been dumping waste in the water. As evident from the video, he attacks in animal form first, and then, when there are no more survivors, he shifts back into his human form to depart. Moving on to this creepy video. It's like something straight out of a horror movie. Well, I can tell you that's what it felt like for those who witnessed it firsthand. So there's this deserted road with full darkness, and you can practically feel the loneliness. The footage is from a car passing by, and suddenly the driver totally freaked out. You can tell he's super uneasy and have this gut feeling that something bad is about to happen. And man, they're right. As you saw out of nowhere, this weird figure appears in the distance. It's all contorted and crawling on like some twisted creature. You can't really see what it is, but you just know it's not something you want to mess with. The driver's instincts kick in, screaming to get out of there. So, he started reversing the car, creating some distance between them and the freaky thing. But here's when it gets creepy. The camera zooms in on the creature, and it gives you the chills.
Car begins to retreat. The camera zooms in on the creature, revealing a humanoid shape with a white appearance.
It's got this human-like shape, but it's glowing in this eerie white light, almost like it's dancing in the dark. The way it moves is just so creepy. It's like a wild animal stalking its prey, but it's unlike anything you've ever seen before. It's like a total mystery. The driver is terrified, as his heart is racing like crazy, and he's doing everything he can to get away. But this thing just keeps coming, slow and steady, almost like taunting them. It's getting closer, revealing more of its thin body and this head that twists in this unnatural way, staring right into the camera. It's like it's looking right at you. People watching this video are freaking out. Some say it could be a Skinwalker, this legendary creature from dark folklore. Others think it's something completely new, never seen before. It's got everyone wondering, what can it be? How many of them are there in existence? We're all dying to find out. It's like a mystery we just can't resist. Just like this next creature who suddenly popped up in front of a car, looking exactly like a Skinwalker. Or was it a new monster? So let's get ready for a heart-stopping clip that'll keep you on the edge of your seat. In this crazy video, a regular person gets caught up in a mind-blowing encounter that'll blow your mind. So this guy sitting in his car was about to record a simple message. But hold on tight, because fate has a surprise in store. The atmosphere is heavy with an impending storm, making everything feel eerie and dark. Rain is pouring down the car window, making it hard to see what's outside.
It can stormy outside and you can just make out a strange shape.
And just when you think things can't get any weirder, something strange just happened.
Lurking in the shadows as the rain runs down the car window.
As we can see, a strange shape appearing in the shadows of the parking lot, grabbing the driver's attention. Out of nowhere, this mysterious creature darts towards the car with lightning speed. It moves in a way that's both graceful and powerful, giving you the creeps. For a split second, it catches a glimpse of the light, revealing some freaky features. Many suggested it to be this mixed creature of human and animal. Or is it a Skinwalker from chilling folklore? Or maybe a mix of a primal chimp and a mythical werewolf? Whatever it is, it's both captivating and terrifying. The tension in the air is thick as the creature launches itself at the car. The camera shakes like crazy from the impact, capturing every intense moment.
Hitting with such force the camera shakes.
It feels like the very fabric of reality is trembling under the creature's overwhelming strength. Its bone-chilling howl echoes through the night, sending shivers down your spine and making you super curious. But hold on tight, because this journey into the unknown is just beginning, and what you'll see brought nightmares to the very people who witnessed it firsthand. Fishermen have frequently encountered the unknown depths and secrets held by the vast and mystical waters, and these adventurous people occasionally come upon something absolutely amazing, reawakening their irrational fear of the deep waters. A group of fishermen had a terrifying encounter in May 2012 while enduring stormy atmospheres as part of the regular fishing service, triggering their fear of the deep ocean. They realized there was a problem as soon as they pulled up their nets. These encounters often occur in deep, remote waters where conventional fishing methods rarely reach. The fishermen described the sensation of their nets growing heavy with an unusual weight, and which was signaling the presence of something out of the ordinary. As the nets are hauled in, anticipation mixes with apprehension. However, Before they could get a proper glimpse of the strange creature they had caught, it began thrashing violently, overpowering the already fearful fishermen.
And identify this creature. It started struggling viciously and overwhelming the fishermen that had already had the fear of the unknown.
And that's not it. What they witnessed next is quite terrifying. What exactly was it? A sea creature's hand? I've never seen something like that. Let's get a clear look at it by slowing the footage. Then, as we saw, in a fit of fear, one of the fishermen quickly threw the net back into the water. Many witnesses speculated that the fisherman may have unintentionally caught a mermaid, and speculation was wild. The fisherman felt an instinctive horror as the unidentified monster writhed and struggled against its captives at that horrifying moment. They were probably consumed with the thoughts of the horrible creature they had stirred from the ocean's depths. They made a split-second decision to release their mysterious catch back into the pitch-black abyss, their hands shaking and with their hearts pounding. Following the upload of the video, rumor of their encounter spread quickly and captured the interest of everyone who was brave enough to venture out into the open ocean. Several people speculated if it was a mermaid, or was there something even more evil waiting to terrorize those who were unprepared in the gloomy depths? Well, this serves as a chilling reminder that the ocean, with all of its untamed mysteries and hidden secrets, contained a power beyond our ability to comprehend. And it wasn't the first time or the last time a fisherman caught something like that. But next up, we'll see how a new discovery was made by this fisherman. Fishermen frequently encounter unusual things while going about their daily lives, coming upon enigmatic and undiscovered species that pique their curiosity and put them to the test. Each discovery deepens the mystery of the alarming oceans. The discoveries don't stop there though. In February 2019, off the coast of Colombia, fishermen were treated to an encounter unlike any they had ever experienced.
2019, while fishing in Colombia, a huge and a very unfamiliar looking fish.
Amidst the rhythmic dance of their lines, a strange creature emerged from the depths, entangled in their fishing gear. It was a sight that sent shivers down their spines, for this fish bore no resemblance to anything they had ever encountered.
Tails and random spines to the entire shape of its body. It was completely bizarre looking.
Its appearance was alien. Its features a mosaic of the bizarre and the unknown. Fins, tails, and random spines adorned its body in a strange and captivating pattern. Its very form defied conventional understanding, but it was the details that truly astounded the fishermen.
Bizarre looking. It had fur-like material over its eyes and around its mouth and bone-like fragments all over its outer skin.
They observed with a mix of awe and bewilderment as fur-like material draped over its eyes and encircled its mouth, concealing its true nature. Bone-like fragments protruded from its outer skin, a testament to its rarity and unfamiliarity. The fish was an enigma, a puzzle waiting to be solved. And yet, in a moment of profound reverence for the mysteries of the deep, the fishermen made a collective decision.
The nature of the fish was, however, decided to let go of the fish back in water.
They recognized the significance of their catch, understanding that this was an encounter with an entirely new species. And so, with great care and respect, they chose to release the creature back into its watery domain, allowing it to swim away and preserve the wonder of its existence. So, which of these creatures surprised you the most? If you have witnessed anything even close to any of it, do share your experiences in the comments below. And if you enjoyed our video, make sure to drop a like and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, everyone.